Welcome back to Center Stage here at PrimeTime in Orlando. I am very excited to be joined by our furniture and bedding team, Jeff Rose, Mike Derro.
Let's go, Amy.
Hello,
Come on,
hello.
Amy.
Let's do this.
Standing applause.
Standing applause. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can Venmo her as well. I've been paying her all week to be here.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
I know. We got a little background noise, some music going
Where
on.
are the puppies? Did you take the puppies away?
My son would have loved to take all the puppies and take them back to North Carolina with us.
I bet.
We shot that down pretty quickly. Are you taking one home?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
You sure? I'm sure you could drive it home pretty easily.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Mississippi's not that far.
You could drive home from here.
I could.
You totally could.
You're gonna drive to Chicago?
No.
Okay.
All right. Well, we are in day 2 of the Expo, day 4 of the show. Lots of excitement here on the floor. Lots of members still walking around, entering booths, getting some great deals. Tell me, how have things been for the furniture and bedding team here?
Yeah.
It's been great. So Palooza was kind of the first night, right? And when it was kind of a portend of what we expected to happen, it was jammed. And we had 75 offers with 1,000 SKUs at Palooza, and the room was full, wall to wall. So it was a great response, and that kind of led into day 1 and day 2. This is probably the most traffic we've ever had on a day 2 here.
Yeah.
So it's been unbelievable. The vendors and the members are extremely happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been, with the challenges of the industry that's going on right now, we didn't know what to expect.
Right.
And that was the kind of the thoughts throughout the vendors when they got here. And I'll tell you one thing, they have been pleasantly surprised. It's been an excellent show for everybody, and especially over in the furniture and bedding area.
Yeah, kind of building on that. I mean, this show really has kind of been a resurgence for us in terms of inventory availability, logistics, supply chain. Things are really, they're strengthening again. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I would definitely say it's probably back to normal pre-pandemic. Our biggest issue and why we were not sure how the show was going to go is a lot of those containers that were coming overseas. They all kind of hit at the same time.
Right.
And so there's a lot of inventory. That our members have at home.
Yeah.
And so coming here, I have to give it up to the vendor community. They really came with the offers, and a lot of some of the biggest offers we've ever seen across the whole nationwide network.
Yeah.
And the members are definitely taking advantage of it.
Yeah, for sure. And especially on the mattress side of it, from an inventory and supply, it is back to pre-pandemic levels. So that's the nice thing about an inventory flow is retailers, our members can almost use the manufacturers to turn their inventory for them. And we have great opportunities there that I'm sure we'll be talking about too. So it's been really well established.
So we really did have some great presences. I know we have Ashley on the floor. They've got their largest booth that they've ever brought to the show. They've also got a large outdoor presence here. We had Serta Simmons that had some of the most successful Palooza.
Yeah, they had a record Palooza. I mean, they've been doing Palooza for many, many years. And when we ran into them a couple hours after, I mean, they were just in shock on how many units they sold and record numbers. So it was a good day, huh, Mike?
It was great. And Ashley actually had never participated in Palooza before, and they came to this one with 8 different offers. So
oh my goodness,
tremendous. And they've had the best show they've ever had.
We've had some private rooms off the floor available for some launches.
We have. So we've we're very fortunate enough that we have great partners with SSB and TSI. 15 years plus standing, and they've seen the membership, they've grown with the membership, but they also believe what we're doing here at our show, and so they have decided to do some national launches here on the Serta Simmons side for the first time ever. Our membership was able to get a sneak peek with iComfort Eco.
Yeah.
No one has seen this until they were able to come here at the show. They had to actually sign an NDA, leave their phones at the door.
That's true.
And because it was that kind of secret.
Yeah.
And on Stearns and Foster.
Yeah, they had a great showing. They also had a separate room, a kind of a VIP event that's going to be launching later this year. I think they had
Champagne Wall.
They had over 200 of our retailers go through and see the product, so they had a great response. So, and those bigger companies are now starting to look at nationwide as the important thing to really show new product.
Yeah.
And the old days, it used to be they're going to go to the big box stores, the big retailers, mattress firms of the world. They're actually now looking at us in the independent channel from the front point and using us to launch these products, which is great.
It speaks very highly of just our membership, highly of our vendor partners, how they truly are. They believe in the independent channel, and not only do they believe in the independent channel, they know we're the voice of that independent channel. So to be able to bring those national lines here and launch them, it's just awesome. It's awesome for the membership, and it's awesome for Nationwide.
It really is. You know, being able to have those national introductions here is phenomenal. But we also have some other products that are exclusive to the independent channel. And we're talking about our private label line. So we actually have 5 private label lines.
We do
with our bedding partners.
We
correct?
do. You know, private label. It's a hot topic for our membership. You know, having that exclusivity, not being able to shop in the markets, and fortunately, we have great vendor partners who wanted to be a part of that.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I'll touch on a few. You know, with Serta Simmons, we have the Blissful Excellence. On TSI, on the Sealy side of things, we have Golden Elegance and Crown Jewel. And with Maloof, we have our Wellsville. And then just recently, we just launched a new one with Encore by Sherwood.
Yeah.
And, you know, out of all those brands, we have over 1,200 members that are taking advantage of these private labels. I mean, that's tens of millions of dollars that are being bought from these manufacturers and being able to be sold to consumers out there. And you can only get those if you're a part of Nationwide. So,
and it hits one of the buckets that's a really high velocity from a unit. If you look at the industry, at below $1,000 is still where the most units are being shipped and sold. And so we are able to offer the membership 5 different opportunities in their marketplaces with really good margins.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, let's talk a little bit about this primetime show specifically. I know you all hosted a very successful furniture forum and Mattress University.
We did.
So the rooms were packed.
They were.
We had the most attendance we've ever had at our Mattress University. We started out with a panel with 3 of our member partners up on stage, hosted by Bill McLaughlin, editor-in-chief of Furniture Today, who did a great job moderating it. And you know, I think that's one of the biggest advantages of coming to primetime is you can hear from your own colleagues and people that are in the business with you, going through the challenges day to day and figuring out how to win. And so it was great for them to hear. I think once we got to a Q&A section at the very end of that, we probably could have gone for 2 more hours.
Oh, easily. But unfortunately, we had to stop because we had Uncle Munkle.
We had Uncle Munkle. Do you want to touch upon Mr. Munkle? Do you want me to do it?
You know what?
So,
you worked with Uncle Munkle for many years. I think he would be disappointed if you did not talk about
I've known
Uncle
Bob
Munkle.
for 30 plus years. You know, I think he created the tufted mattress back, you know, in 1880 or so. But he's got great experience in the industry. He's been on the retail side. He's been in the manufacturing side. He's now actually starting a consulting firm helping independent retailers. But he's just been a voice of how to engage with that consumer and make a difference. And so the presentation wasn't really all about specs, about the beds at all. It was about the humanity in specs and how you can treat the customer right and service them. And if you do, you'll have a customer for life. So it was really powerful. I think I saw 3 people, grown men, sitting next to me crying during the presentation. So it was just a lot of fun. But
it was sad. I shed a tear. I'm sorry.
I know. But he did a great job, and he always will. He's been a huge advocate for Nationwide and our independent channel for many, many years.
Yeah, and I think they were great lessons that really apply to any retailer, whether you're in the bedding space or not.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's just you know, culture, life, how you want to live, and I mean, Bob definitely did a great job by showing how important that is for trying to talk to a consumer or reach the consumers.
Yeah,
so.
And then we also had Furniture Forum.
We did. So Furniture Forum, we actually launched last prime time. You know, we wanted to do something special for our furniture vendor partners and then our furniture members, and so it's a social event. We had a great response at our last show in Phoenix, and so we brought it back here in Orlando, and I think we tripled the attendance.
We did.
This time. We had over 150 members walk in.
That's
The room was rocking and rolling. Great connections that we do and put together before the show. So when they come on to the show the next day, you know, they've already said their introductions, and now they get to really sit down and go and get into business. So great, you know, Mattress U and Furniture Forum, it's a staple of what we do here. And it's, you know, we're all about trying to bring opportunities for both the members and the vendors. And I think these are some great 2 sessions that we're able to do that.
We're bringing them back.
Yeah,
Yep.
I love it. I love it. So as we kind of look ahead, you know, we are in August. It's hard to believe. But as we look ahead the next 3, 6, 12 months, what are you expecting to see from the furniture and bedding industries, and what can the members expect to see?
Yeah, so Mike, you want to talk about the macroeconomics?
Yeah,
and
sure. I mean, I think we've, if you came to the show this time around, you've heard a lot of the macroeconomic factors that's affecting all of us, not just furniture and bedding division, right? So, you know, consumer demand is starting to slow and confidence is lower, but That said, most of our network here was talking about how they're actually finding ways to win, right? And so I think for the next few quarters, it's still going to be a struggle. GDP should improve the back half of the year, but the ones that are winning are driving traffic to their stores, whether it's a digital ad rocket campaign, which we had great opportunities here. They're making activations in the store and converting them. And what we're seeing from a sales perspective is the average ticket has gone through the roof on the furniture and bedding side. And so the customers that are coming in, they're closing at a higher rate and they're buying higher tickets. So we just need to focus on, and the network is focusing on attracting that consumer in. That's going to continue for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
And we have programs to offer and support for that.
Yeah. And we'll, you know, as a division, you know, we're looking at those, you know, economic factors and, you know, how to help drive traffic in. So, you know, consumer financing is always a big part of what we're doing. You know, the 18, 36, 40, 60, and 72 month, you know, we're still going to drive those during the holidays and, you know, in the time. And then, you know, the team for the past couple months, you know, before prime time, we've had furniture markets, and we've been meeting with prospective vendors, you know, who are interested in joining our network. And, you know, we're making some great, we've got some good vendors that are coming on board. We'll just put it that way.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah.
A little tease.
A little tease there.
So you got to come to the next show to find out.
Yes, indeed.
Exactly. So on that point, so I know you were just in Las Vegas for Las Vegas Market. We have High Point coming up this fall.
We do.
And then we'll, of course, have Las Vegas at the beginning of next year. And then on to PrimeTime.
In Dallas, right?
In Dallas,
Yes.
March 2023 in Dallas.
Yes, indeed. So we're excited. Calendar is I would say booked. And it's a lot. How's Jamie feel about this? I know my wife is.
We've been married a long time. She just wonders when I'm leaving again.
I was going to
You know
say,
what?
she's kind of
You know what?
excited about it, right?
You're like
I
my
spend more
second.
time with Jeff, yeah.
We spend more time together than I think our wives. So
The
it's
work,
kind of.
work spouse.
It's kind of. You like my hair?
You look
Yeah,
fabulous.
we're excited. I mean, the
Fabulous.
team, Johnny and Chad, it's been great. It's been awesome. I mean, he's been leading the division for 2 years now. It's an incredible job. Love working with him. And the team's just excited. We have a lot of really great things ahead for the membership and our vendor partners.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think the number of offers, the vendors that came here, they saw the success here. Dallas is probably going to be even bigger. So
Yeah.
if you weren't able to come to this show, make sure you come to Dallas.
Well, everything is always bigger in Texas. So
Yes,
we
indeed.
cannot wait to see how all that pans out. Mike Derro, Jeff Rose, thank you, gentlemen, for
Thank
joining
you so
me on
much.
Center
Excellent
Stage.
job, Ms.
Thank
Groom.
you very much.
No.
And thank you for joining us here on Center Stage. Please be sure to come back soon. We have a lot more coming from our NMG leads, and we cannot wait to tell you all about it.